Breaking news tonight, the polls have just closed in California and Utah, two of the more than a dozen Super Tuesday states.
It's looking like a Biden-Trump repeat matchup is inevitable in the race for the White House. CBS 2 political reporter Chris Tye has been watching the results all evening and joins us in the studio with what he's seeing. Chris.
Joe and Eric, it's the biggest night on the political calendar, a huge number of delegates up for grabs. It can get them close, but not enough for Trump or Biden to secure the nomination tonight. What we have seen is a near clean sweep for the two candidates that squared off in 2020. Let's walk you through how things have shaped up so far tonight. We start with Joe Biden. He has won every state on the board tonight, and handily. We're talking from Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, Iowa, Massachusetts, Maine, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, as well as Utah, Vermont, and Virginia. And just as we came on the air, he secured California. Donald Trump winning nearly every contest on the Republican side, sealing the deal in Alabama and Arkansas, Colorado, Massachusetts, Maine, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. Two notes. You'll notice that Iowa is not on this list. Iowa's Republican primary occurred earlier this year. And the race in Vermont went the way of Nikki Haley tonight. One of the big headlines. More on that in a moment. First, we want to hear from the former president who spoke at Mar-a-Lago a short time ago.
We have a great Republican Party with tremendous talent, and we want to have unity, and we're going to have unity, and it's going to happen very quickly.
As we noted, it was not a clean sweep for the former president. Nikki Haley scoring one win tonight. Vermont and its 17 delegates. That all slides into the Haley column, which adds some intrigue to the big question of the night. Will Nikki Haley remain in this race? She has said she will remain through Super Tuesday. But with her hobbled delegate count, this may be the end of the road. She signaled, though, a desire to stay in the race in the event the former president is forced to leave it. There's also a huge amount of voter apathy at play, a lack of enthusiasm for Trump and Biden. In the days that follow, seeing how many Democrats voted Republican to try and tilt it Haley's way, and how many in both parties just stayed home. Those will be critical numbers to comb through. The party that has the less mobilized voting bloc may be in real trouble in November. A snapshot tonight for what is to come later on this year. As we noted, California and Utah polls just closed. We're going to update you on what we're seeing out of those two states in our next segment. And if Nikki Haley speaks, Joe and Erica, we'll get you sounds from that, again, coming up a little later here on the News at 10.
All right. So, Chris, the former president, Donald Trump, he has never shied away in the past about criticizing Nikki Haley. Tonight, though, a different tone. We didn't hear anything negative, but we certainly didn't hear anything conciliatory either.
That's right. Kind of a neutral tone from the former president tonight. In Iowa, he played kind of a very warm hand. In New Hampshire, it was pretty chilly. He's navigating some new waters. Interesting to see how this all plays out and how voters read it.
All right, we'll see you with more in just a bit, Chris. Thanks.
Okay.